Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Kristi Dear, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Hey, and welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. I am so happy to have you here. And today, since it's February, the beginning of February, I always think of February as like the month of love. And so we're going to be talking about love and sending yourself some love and sending other people love and just being in the right attitude and how your attitude affects every part of your life. The size of your life essentially is the result of our attitudes. I read that the other day from one of my favorite authors, Pam Grout. I read it from one of her new books called Living Big. And it just really struck me because it's so true. I mean, I love all of her books. She was actually one of my guests on episode number 30 of the Mindset Chick podcast. So if you haven't listened to that, I would encourage you to go check it out. She's amazing. I was so excited when she said yes to coming on this show. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. But I'm going to read that again. The size of our life essentially is the result of our attitudes. And so she's talking about like living a big life, living a fulfilling life. And with that, our attitude determines so much. Are we going to have an attitude of love and gratitude and appreciation? Or are we going to have an attitude of worry, fear, judgment, hate? Are we going to have an attitude of, everything's always working out for me, or an attitude of, what, life sucks, nothing works out for me, everybody sucks, everybody's mean to me? Are we going to have an attitude of, I'm always the victim? It's everybody else's fault, blaming, pointing the finger, it's his fault, her fault, my parents' fault, my grandparents' fault, all that stuff. Or are we going to have an attitude of, what? I went through some stuff. My life wasn't perfect. I've had to really overcome a lot of stuff, but I'm but I'm an amazing person. And I'm incredible. And I'm going to have an attitude of gratitude. I'm going to have an attitude of appreciation for where I am, what I've went through, and for everything that I'm creating in my life and everything that I've created along the way. And it really, really makes a huge difference in everything. And so this month, we're just going to be really talking about our attitude, sending ourselves love, sending love to other people, and how that's going to up-level your manifesting mojo. But before we start, we're going to read our mantra that we say at the beginning of every Mindset Chick podcast. I am now rich, well, healthy, happy, and every phase of my life is in divine order now. And so it is. All right. So February, Valentine's Day is coming up. Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day? Do you like Valentine's Day? What do you think about that holiday? I really like it because for me, it signifies something very meaningful for me. My husband and I, we have been together. I always have to think about this. So we got married in October 1999. So that's 23 years this year, right? Is that right? I think so. Yeah. So, but our first date was Valentine's Day in 1995. So that was our very, very first date. It was so cool because our first date, he showed up with a box of chocolates, balloons, and this big teddy bear. We went on this double date. So it was kind of like, casual double date and stuff. But he showed up with all these gifts. And I thought, my gosh, that's so amazing. And I had never really been treated like that before. I was 18. And most of the guys I had gone out with before were like, teenage guys, right? Young guys. He didn't do stuff like that. And I mean, Alex was 22, my husband, but just the thoughtfulness of him showing up with gifts. I just thought that was so thoughtful and kind. And it got me thinking about the episodes this month on the podcast, thinking about Valentine's Day, remembering that first date, thinking about, love. And I just really try to be more loving and show people that I love them and, not take that for granted. Sometimes we'll say, oh, I'll call them tomorrow or the next day, or I'll say I love you next time. But really in the moment, saying I love you or complimenting somebody. Sometimes we hold back, but really complimenting people. Hey, you look beautiful today. Wow, where did you get that shirt? It's gorgeous. I love it. Wow, you look really handsome today. You know what? I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for doing XYZ. And just really stepping into that appreciation and loving attitude and, sharing it. Because sometimes we hold back and we don't share. Maybe we think it. Maybe we see somebody, a stranger on the street or in the store, right? And we walk by and go, wow, she looks really pretty, or she has really pretty hair, or I like her outfit. We don't say anything, but why not just say, oh, I love your outfit. You're looking beautiful, or you look so good. I love those shoes. You look so great. That can literally light somebody up. And how many of you have done that? I know that's something that I've really tried to do more of in my life is just compliment people. Don't hold back, because you never know what they're going through. And you never know how maybe God is using you to give somebody a compliment. And just because that could change their entire day. Maybe they're praying for somebody to say, I really love to know if I make a difference. I'd love to know that what I'm doing is helping other people, or, I'm a cashier and I'm smiling every day and I'm so friendly and I'm trying to be nice. Does it even make a difference? But by saying something like, you know what, you've been so helpful today, just giving somebody a compliment and sharing that. I'm going to say, I think our world could use that way more right now than anything else. I've got on social media where I see a lot of people attacking people and judging people, with all's going on right now. But a lot of people judging and attacking. You need to do this. No, you need to do this. These are my beliefs. No, these are my beliefs. You need to believe how I believe. You need to think how I think. It's drowning out love. It's destroying us. It's keeping us farther away from each other. What if we led with love? Maybe we meet somebody who's not very pleasant to us. Maybe they're judgmental. Maybe they're rude. Maybe they're telling us how to live our life. Maybe they're saying, hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. But what if we just led with love? Or what if we didn't engage? There's a concept. What if we didn't engage? What if we just said, okay, I thank you for your feedback. Or like Wayne Dyer said one time that I love this, that he said, you can always say when somebody has a different point of view or somebody says something, you can always say, that's an interesting point of view. I'll take that into consideration. That's it. I mean, why do you need to say anything else, right? I know I've said it before on these podcasts, but if you want to change the world, it starts with you. If you want to see more love in the world, if you want to see, more people united and lifting each other up, it starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with us, changing our inner world. If we want to see more love, we have to be loving. We have to have an attitude of love. We have to have an attitude of gratitude. We have to focus on the things that we do want to see in the world and not focus on the things that we don't. Instead of, talking about the things in the world that we don't want to see, getting together with friends and saying, I can't believe they're doing this. I can't believe they made that decision. I can't believe that they're agreeing to that or they're going down that path. I can't believe it. The judgment, the frustration, the anger, it's only harming us. It's not harming the other person. It's only harming us. And it's dividing us even more. But think about if we could all lead with love. If somebody had a different opinion or a belief than us, or they were acting or doing something that we didn't agree with, we could say, it's very interesting. Interesting. You do you, boo. You do you. It's very interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll take that into consideration. And kind of think I like to think sometimes how did somebody get that belief? Where did they start? What led them down that path to have that strong belief that they have? And, following that path. And here I am thinking something maybe completely different, going down that path, maybe even curious, ask questions, try to see where did somebody come up with that belief, and not be so quick to judge, but have an attitude of more love. We're all connected. We all come from, the same source energy, a loving Father, a loving universe, and we're all connected, and just trying to show each other more love and be more loving and have more of an attitude with gratitude, and it could change the world and it can make us feel better. And not only that, it's going to up-level your manifesting mojo. As a coach and a leader in my beauty business, I'm always coaching people through things and supporting them to break through what's no longer serving them so that they can live out their best life and manifest their best business, the business of their dreams. And one thing I always share with people is that you can't manifest a successful, booming business when you're thinking about the lack, or you're focusing on what's not going right, or you're in a state of judgment, or you're in a state of comparing, you're in a state of tearing yourself down, you're in a state of worry. You can't manifest these amazing things into your life from that state, because whatever you focus on comes back to you. Whatever you are thinking about and focusing on, you're planting the seeds for more of that to come into your life. And so our attitude, that's why in that book, Living Big by Pam Grout, the size of our life essentially is the result of our attitudes. So really it's up to us. Live a big, abundant, prosperous life. It comes back to our attitude. Not what he said, not what she said, not what he's doing, not what she's doing. Our attitude. So I want to give you a little bit of homework, and I hope you do this, because I'm going to do this too, and we can do it together, and it'll be really fun. And then you can come over into mindsetchickgroup.com, come share it with us, how this is working for you. But I want to do this. I think this is going to be a great exercise, a little homework, not too much. So you're going to pick 3 people that I want you to send a note of appreciation to, tied with love in it. So pick at least 3 people. It could be more. You can send more notes, but pick at least 3 people. And write it out, put it in the mail. I'll just text it or email it. If you have to, I guess that's fine, but maybe get some cute little cards and write it out and just say, I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you, how proud I am of you, how much I love you, whatever that looks like for you. But just really taking the time to letting somebody know how important they are in your life and giving them a little love, a compliment. Just pick 3 people to send that to. Think of 3 people that come to mind. And sometimes it helps just to get quiet, close your eyes. And what I like to do when I'm in these situations and I'm thinking, oh, who could I bless today? Who could I serve today? Who really needs to hear from me today? I'll just close my eyes and say a little prayer and say, God, lead me in the right direction and let me know who to reach out to, or, give me the wisdom and the words to say on this team call tonight or on this podcast, or, what are the activities I should do today? So I really tune in and I say a prayer, and that's how I ask for a lot of divine guidance. And so if you're thinking, I'm not sure who to write this to or who to reach out to, I would encourage you to get quiet, say a little prayer, ask for divine guidance, ask for God to lead you and direct you. And then the first 3 people that pop up, boom, there you go. You never know how much a few little words could change somebody's day, week, year. So many of us spend so much time judging ourselves, looking in the mirror, not liking what we see, maybe beating up on ourselves, maybe feeling like we should be further along in life. We should have done more. We should have been better. We should have made better choices. And it can be easy sometimes to compliment other people more than ourselves. But when you're sending these notes out, you never know who's been praying for this. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe they've been beating themselves up. Maybe they've been tearing themselves down. Maybe they need that. They need that light. They need that inspiration. They need that joy. And then you know what? After you've done that to 3 people, I want you to send one to yourself. Okay? You don't have to mail it to yourself, but I want you to write it down. I really would love for you to do this. I'm going to do it too. I want you to just write a love note to yourself. Tell yourself how proud you are of yourself for everything you went through, everything you've gone through in your life. Proud of yourself for having hopes and dreams. Proud of yourself for listening to this podcast and being in that mindset of, hey, I want to up-level my manifesting mojo. I'm here. I'm doing the work. I'm doing self-development. I'm working on myself. And, just write yourself a little love note. Like, I love you. Might be hard to do, but gosh, how nice would it be if we told ourselves that we love ourselves at least every day, right? I love you. Hey girl, hey guy, I love you, right? I got you back. I really want to encourage you to do that. 3 notes, mail it off to 3 people, and then write yourself a love note. Tell yourself how proud you are of you. And where you are right now, where you are is where you are, and that's okay. Where you are is where you are, and that's okay. You're getting up, you're showing up, you're listening to this podcast, which tells me that you're taking the steps to up-level your manifesting mojo, to create more of a life that you love and desire. And you're really working on tuning in to the frequencies of the universe that are going to align you with your true self and your highest desires. So that right there is amazing. So you go, because that's amazing. So I would love for you to do that little homework. And after you do, come over into mindsetchickgroup.com and share it with us and your results, how that felt. And let's spread more love to the world. What do you think? Let's do it together. And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you, because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review, and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.